contest is a submission match. On the way to the ring, from Boise, Idaho, Torrie Wilson. And the opponent, from Los Angeles, California, Jillian Hall.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Cass. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now. Great reversal. Jillian Hall may have bitten off more than she can chew here tonight, Taz.
Man, I hope not. That's like the worst possible thing a chick can do.
You know, I'm just going to pretend that you're talking about the match and let that one slide.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a podcast partner, right?
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. It could be the king.
Funny crap. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Cole, but it's not. It's not a disqualification. I'll tell you, only raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stare at your opponent and...
The referee have missed that.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match is gaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer?
Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of it. Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I'm...
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Hold it any time to recover either. You gotta stay on them and wear them down.
But what about picking your spot? What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
Won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury. There's the submission holds. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see a...
This Jillian Hall, man, not for nothing. She's a good-looking bro.
Successfully here tonight.
Listen, here's a hint. You say nice things about the girl, and maybe they'll find a way to return the favor somehow. Capiche? Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it...
Been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand something. Nice quick counter. Man, you just can't put anything over. I've been looking forward to this match all night long, Cole.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you have that kind of hype, it's really tough to live up to the expectation.
And the adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and you really gotta watch out for your opponent when they get tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. This makes me proud to be partner.
You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't gonna see athletes like this anywhere.
Greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing submission maneuvers. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than sell Jillian short. What she lacks in experience, she kind of makes up for with legs. Damn, those things go all the way up to her,
You stop it. I think someone's been taking flying lessons, Taz.
You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd. Big, but it could backfire real bad, too. There's the reversal, Cole.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice...
Now, nice and not... Oh, never mind.
Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better. Being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am. Wow, listen, here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. This is one heck of a match so far. I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this whole... Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing...
Loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for this.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and
without them, none of us would even be here.
I think this ref needs to get an eye exam, Cole. You know what I'm saying? How could you miss that?
I don't know, Taz, but if the referee doesn't see it, it doesn't count. It sounds like this capacity crowd is something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of pain. Oh, boy. Looks like someone's moving up in the world. Can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the superstars. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to...
You're in the wrong game.
But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect.
Oh, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves. This has been brutal, this match so far.
Well, Taz, it's not ballet, you know.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar is to win rather than compete fairly. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me... Oh, I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
Well, I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
You know, this wouldn't be the first time you made a prediction that didn't... come on. How about a little sportsmanship, for God's sake?
Hey, Cole. Shut up. Hey, the ref... Oh, man. This is just about the last hole you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here. Done each other. And I'm getting exhausted just watching them.